care about. I see you at my door, wanting in, come back for more. But I don't want this anymore. 'Cause baby, we got issues, yeah. Not gonna make them dictate my life. So baby, if you got issues, yeah, don't you take them out of me. Honey, I think we lost the touch. Guess I'm not into you that much. So goodbye, my love. Already found someone that I'm thinking of, and I lose myself again to someone who's got the touch. Yeah, someone who's got the touch. Let me go, let me out. My time is precious to me, so you just have to do without. Here's something you can think about. You play me good, there's no doubt, but you're the one that's missing out. 'Cause baby, we got issues, yeah. Not gonna make them dictate my life. So baby, if you got issues, yeah, don't you take them out of me. Honey, I think we lost the touch. Guess I'm not into you that much. Ooh. So goodbye, my love. Already found someone that I'm thinking of, and I lose myself again to someone who's got the touch. Someone who's got the touch. 'Cause baby, we got issues, yeah. Not gonna make them dictate my life. So baby, if you got issues, don't you take them out of me. Honey, I think we lost the touch. Guess I'm not into you that much.
Life is funny and sometimes strange. It seldom turns out the way you think. But if you want some good advice, I can offer this small wink. You'll find that a little goes a long way. A little goes a long way. A little goes a long way for love. A little goes a long way. A little goes a long way. A little goes a long way for love.
I just met you, but you look. Oh girl, you blow my mind. I know what I would like to do, but you just keep on talking. I see your dog needs walking. Your folk drive you insane. I know, yeah, that's true. Of course, you ain't the one to blame. Keep on talking to me. You keep on telling me your dreams. You keep on talking to me, but I just wanna see you move. Yeah, I just wanna see you move. I just wanna see you move. Yeah, I just wanna see you move. Wanna see you move. Sure, I like to listen. It's not like I don't wanna know. It's just that you've been talking to me 3 nights in a row. I think it's time to let go. Forget the lose control, 'cause life's too short for yapping. Come on and dance, come give me soul. You keep on talking to me. You keep on talking to me. You keep on talking. You keep on talking to me. You keep on telling me your dreams. To me. You keep on talking, but I just see you move. I just wanna see you move. I just wanna see you move.
What's going on? What's going on?
In this moment, yes, I cannot say what's wrong or right. No, it's not hard.
Get 'em up.
to me. No, 'cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yes, yeah. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say. Where we are heading now, babe.
Welcome back
Follow to the
in the
edge
chat
of
room.
it all,
You know how we do.
to the edge of it all.
Hey, city, gender, let's get it. Come on.
Good night, 'cause I'll find no better one. Yeah, susceptible now before the moment flies. Ooh,
Hit squad in the building.
so tell me
Robert.
good night, 'cause I'll find no
Come
better
on.
one.
Let me know who's talking to me tonight.
Susceptible now.
Eric, 50-year-old male from Cleveland. Jason, 47 from the Bay. Oh, we got a Delphi, Maryland.
Cause I know what I'm
Remember, if you type in all caps, you will be blocked. If you type in all caps, the system will block you.
Cause I'm addicted to what you and I
Hey,
realize. Lead the way.
you gotta love it when you get the Harrods packages in the mail.
No need to say.
Evie, what's going on, Evie? I know Evie sits back eating some popcorn, drinking a glass of wine. All the ladies that are mixed up in here like this. Let's get it. Come on. Tell them good old lies. Because over here we're fine no matter what. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. What's going on, people? Did you miss me? I sure missed you guys. Your godfather had to take a break last night. Man, oh man. I needed a break. That's what it was. I needed a break. I went and had me a nice dinner at Papa Dough. And then, I just said, I'm going to get back and, rest a few minutes. And then I'm going to get up and do this. Yeah, no. My body said, nah. Nah, fam. Everybody needs a rest. Everybody needs a rest. And this is going to go into the broadcast. So, shout out to the CIA, the confident, intelligent, and assertive men out there. Shout out and one love to those feminine, beautiful, and inspirational ladies, those FBI. Oh, man. Today is package day. Today, the next couple of days, is going to be package days. Sometimes I have to order stuff from overseas for the channel. And if you're a fragrance lover, my French is horrible. Boudicca? How do you pronounce that? I really got to get better at this. I got to stop saying my French is terrible. Boudicca the Victorious. Blue Sapphire. The same maker. Namir. And Almas. And then I picked up a couple over the weekend from Louis Vuitton Nouveau Monde and from Louis Vuitton Orage. Why is that important? Because I'm just over here flexing. Because I can, damn it. Because sometimes you got to treat yourself. Sometimes you got to treat yourself. And today we're going to get into it because it is a broadcast that the lovely ladies of the mix, they threw a question out there and I said, you know what? Ladies, this deserves an answer. I think any woman who can come over here and listen to us, talk the way we talk, say the things we say, and still come back are different than a lot of other women. And as such, I don't mind answering a lot of their questions. And the question that was put forth in the mix was, how many of you are prepared to be high value husbands and you're ready for your high value wives? Basically, all right, we hear all this high value this, high value that. You go over there and listen to the Godfather. You go over there and listen to Kevin, and he's talking this high value stuff. And y'all in the chat room just going ham. Yeah, get him, Godfather. Slap him up. Slap him up. Yeah, bow down. Submit. Yeah, high value, high five. High value, high five. Yeah, we CIA. Yeah, we I think it's, and I just sit back and I'm in the cut. And I'm like, all right, you 24 years old, but you have value. Okay, all right. I'll let you make it because I don't know you. But I'm sitting back and then I decide to open the lines and have a high value show. And I didn't hear one high value man. Well, I heard one. As I defined it as according to the world. The world defines high value men as making a certain amount of money over a certain period of time, and it has to be legal. It has to be visible and it has to be public so other men can decide whether or not you fit in the group. In order to be high value, you have to make a certain amount of money and the men have to decide you are in the club. You cannot make yourself high value. It's like giving yourself a nickname. It don't work. What's going on, man? My name is Daryl, but you can call me Delicious. If ain't nobody ever really gave you the nickname of Delicious, that shit don't work. Excuse me, I'm sorry. High value, $10,000 a month for at least 5 years. Maybe down to 3 to 5 years. I prefer 5. Honestly, in the world, it's usually 5 because anybody can string together a couple of good years. 1 year could be a fluke. 2 years, a coincidence. 3 years, lucky streak. 5 years has to be a plan. Yeah, baby. So you have to have made over $10,000 a month for at least 5 years in a row. That's 60 months. That's 60 months. That's $750,000 right there. Then It has to be public, meaning you can't be flipping stuff on the corners and selling stuff out your trunk. You may have the money, but it don't count, because a high value man also has to have the network. He has to be connected to other high value men. You can tell high value men not only by the money, but by their network. Two, he has to be useful to the group. You know, you got a doctor in the neighborhood, you need a dentist. Feel me? These are the things that make a high value man. And it's about the work. That's why it is near impossible to be a high value man under age of 30. Because you cannot make the amount of money for the length of time. Unless you come straight out of college clocking $100,000 a year. Because most people graduate college 22, 23. Unless you come out of college making $100,000, you may be able to land it and be an attorney. Because even if you came out, if you went out, if you got your bachelor's, that's 4 years. Law school, that's 2 years. And if you pass the bar the first go around, you still 18, 6, you're 24. You'd still be a 29-year-old. See how that works? Med school even further. There are no high value loners. That's an oxymoron. So why is all this important? Because I need you to understand that so many of us want to try to make ourselves fit because we like it. It's just like when the word alpha first started getting floated around. So many guys wanted to, I'm alpha. And like it or not, 5% of men are alpha. That means the other 95 are something else. But all these guys are alpha. When Select came out, it was even more guys that were Select. Like it or not, here it is. It's already rare. And what we're going to focus on is the women are asking the question, all right, I live in this world, but if I go and do all the things that high value men say they want from women, and I become certified, high value, certified CIA pre-owned, I am stamped approved, boom, by the High Value Men's Association. I'm stamped approved. That means ain't no questions about me. The background has come up clean. She is stamped approved. This woman has run the background on her. Olivia Pope and Associates is on your team. Olivia Pope is on your team, and she has vetted your high value person and said, all right, Mark. All right, Mark. Let's put Olivia over there. All right, Mark. All right, Keith. Brad Lee, Ahmed, Keith, and NDK. Blake Henry. All right, Blake Henry. Here's the high value woman. Because tonight we're talking about the Blakes. Only high value men. Tonight we're not talking about Aaron's. We're not talking about Greg's. We're talking about the high value men, the top 10%. The ones that so many guys want women to act like them for. We want to address this question. Once she's certified, then what? Then what comes next? I asked the question, gentlemen, we've heard and discussed a lot of issues and problems regarding finding the right kind of woman. But I have a question, which was really a question that has already been out there. If you found her, are you ready to marry her? And see, that's the real question. Are you ready to marry her? So let's get it. But before we get into it, going forward, I'm going to try to keep the broadcast to, my target area is going to be trimming the music down in the beginning, getting started right at 10 and getting done in under 90 minutes. I want to get this show to about 90 minutes. That means shortening the monologue, bringing in more calls, monologue, interview, calls, that kind of stuff. All right. So before we get into it, let's get the likes up, As long as the likes stay up and we got the like to dislike ratio, we can keep it moving. 2,300 people watching. How many likes do we have in here? Oh, man, we don't even halfway. Get them up. Come on. All time. the lights up. I leave one day and y'all just decide they ain't gonna get no lights. Give me my lights up. Give me my lights. Give me my lights. Give me my lights. Ooh, pretty bottle. Come on. I want them. We need them. We gotta have them. Act like y'all like, he ain't gonna notice. I'ma notice. Give me my daggum light. It ain't hard. Woo! Almond. All right. We ready? Can we get the lights up? Let's see if we got them going. I'm going to hit refresh. All right. So, there we go. Thank you. High value. So here's the thing. You're a high value man. You're over 30 years old. You're a high value man. You put the work in. You've done the damn thing. Now, here comes the question. The world happens like that, and all of a sudden, the certified pre-owned high value lady comes through. Are you ready for her? Are you ready to wife her? Not kick it with her. Not take her on a test drive for 2 years. Are you ready to move on down the aisle in 6 months or less? And I'm going to tell you, ladies, here's some ways to know whether or not you're dealing with the right mindset of a high value man. Okay. First of all, other guys call them high value. They don't self-identify as high value. They're identified by the group. They tend to have high value titles. Why? Because these guys don't tend to have a problem when women ask about their jobs or their careers. What do? I'm an attorney. I'm a cardiac surgeon. I'm an oncologist. I'm a financial analyst. I'm a VP of mergers and acquisitions. These guys they live a LinkedIn level life. See, one of the surest ways you're dealing with the phony high value man is they get real sketchy, real sensitive when you start asking about job titles. Because when you start asking about job titles and companies, it's easy to go on Glassdoor and find out what somebody with that kind of job title makes. But these guys are already high value. They live a LinkedIn level life. It's all there. They're not worried about you doing your homework. It's like, hi, Tom Brady. Yeah, he's the quarterback for the Patriots. They don't try to hide it because you can't hide high value. See, high value men, the kinds that you're going to be interested in, aren't trying to hide it. I've heard too many times where I'll downplay my high value. I don't do this. I don't do that. And I'm like, all right, okay. That ain't how the majority of high value men move. They don't care. They live out loud and they don't care. They're the VP of marketing because they're the VP of marketing. They don't try to walk around in shorts and a wife beater and flip flops to throw you off. They got other shit. They got other things to worry about. As such, they're also not really concerned about when people ask them about their money or their resources or anything that will be generally public knowledge. These guys don't mind telling you the neighborhood they live in. So you meet Keith at the bar and Keith is sitting there talking to Bradley, Ahmed, and Enrique, and you walk by smelling like Lalabo, another 13, and you catch his eye, and as he starts to chat you up, and you start to respond to his questions, and you say, "So, what do you do?" "Oh, I'm the VP of mergers, and I'm the VP of marketing for Kellogg." Because he has a business card. He's going to hand you that card anyway because it has his title. And when he hands you that card, his Rolex watch or whatever watch he's wearing is going to peek out from under his French cuff shirt. And when you are smelling that Creed of Ventus cologne, or you're smelling Blue Sapphire, it's all good. I mean, you're at the bar at Ruth Chris anyway. I mean, it's not a big secret. So, high value guys aren't secretive because they got other stuff to worry about. Here, they also have several things. One, they have a vision. They have a vision that they're willing to share with anybody. Their colleagues, the church members, the people at the bar, they got a vision. And they're willing to share it with anybody that asks because they're living it. They have a vision linked with a purpose. And consequently, they also have something else. They have a vision, they have a plan. They have a vision, they have a purpose, and they have a plan. And as such, they know what place and space a woman fits in their world. See, a high value man, Keith Henry, already knows where he's headed. And he knows exactly the little spot that woman would fit in. And he has no problem saying it. It's not all this, well, if the right woman comes along. No. So we're going to get into it tonight. Because here's what he is at the end of the day. At the end of the day, Henry Incorporated is hiring. Henry Incorporated is hiring, or Henry Incorporated is running for the highest office. Their vision, their plan, and their purpose has a little carve out for they're trying to become the president. They got to have their VP. They're looking for their running mate. They're looking for their running mate for life. And that's really what a high value man's wife is. That's the running mate. He vets her like he'd vet a running mate, but she's going to be a first lady. You see how I did that? Now, don't take this as political. I just put Kamala Harris out there because it fits. Joe Biden is trying to get the highest office in the land, and he went and got the one person he thinks is going to help him get there. High value men understand that a wife is a necessary thing. And he's all right with it. That's why 90% of our millionaires, well, wait a minute, man, Ewan McGregor just got ripped off and blah, blah, blah. Well, remember, I'm going to take Kamala down because she's too biased, but I want to remind all these guys who are talking about Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos, man, gonna have to give that wife all that money, and she turned him out the frame, and da-da-da-da-da. Jeff Bezos doubled his money this year. Jeff Bezos ain't complained one bit about him. You guys online have complained more about Jeff Bezos' divorce than Jeff Bezos has because the last piece of the puzzle. Because a high-value man has losses. That's why he doesn't mind telling you his plan, his vision, because he has the losses. He's got the wins, but he also has the L's. See, be careful of guys who never, I'm always leery of guys who always want to tell me about their wins. Tell me about your L's. You ain't never lost nothing? Oh, well, you ain't really no high value dude. You ain't trying hard enough. Because high value, I would tell you it's going to be hard to be in a group of men where everybody else can talk about, man, I went bankrupt. We lost this business, it went under. I had this divorce, I had that. High value men have lost big, but they win bigger. And why am I laying all this out? Because I'm laying it all out so you can understand as a man if you fit in the group. If you're a group of one and you say, I don't agree with that, it doesn't make any sense. Well, I need you to look to the left. I need you to look to the right of you. Are any high value men in either one of those spaces? Because this is a high value man conversation. And here's the thing. They've been doing what they've been doing long enough so they know they're going to continue to win. Ladies, pay attention. They're not scared. They're not fearful that if I get married, all of a sudden she's going to knock me over the head and take me for half. They're Jeff Bezos out here. They ain't worried. She take me for half. I go make another billion in the first quarter of 2020. They ain't worried because they've got enough losses and they won long enough till they know it's about them. So what I tend to find is a lot of guys who fake high value always are coming from life at this fear or scarcity because they haven't won long enough or consistent enough or haven't lost enough to not know that they're the determining factor whether they win or lose. Oh, Snapple Dapple. Oh, Snapple Dapple, Snapple Dapple. Or high value men, red pill. They don't worry about that kind of stuff. You don't hear high value men talk about red pill, this or that. They don't care. That is a middle class conversation. Again, I just said Jeff Bezos. So many guys in this sector was rambling on about Jeff Bezos, and Jeff Bezos never really said anything about it. But he doubled his money. See, I want you to pay attention to the questions that get asked because they're really leading indicators of what is if somebody's mind is scarcity or fear based. And I'm making no judgment on it either way because here's the thing: the guys who I've just led up to, see, those are the guys that when they decide they want to get married, they find their wife and they're married in under 6 months. They don't take forever because they're already down the path in life. They're not 25. They're over 30. They already have a plan, a purpose, a vision. They already know the spot and space a woman will fill there, and they know that they openly have an opening and they're actively hiring. So if they ran across her, sign here on the dotted line. They get on down the line. They're married like that and moving on. There are people right here on YouTube that have been married under 6 months. Guys who want to get married and are high value move. They move. They move. So when I see guys talk about it takes at least 2 years, different group. Different group. And this has been that way before I knew anything about a YouTube or Manos or any of these things. This stuff has been this way for years. So it's not open to debate. There may be some more specificity on one side or the other, but in general, the mindset is there. So when a woman comes and says, all right, if the group says she's high value, she's a great cat, she's a great prize, high value men, this is why high value men tend to go to matchmakers because they're already looking for somebody that's pre-selected. They're not going to a matchmaker for a date. You don't pay $5, $10, $15, $20, $50,000 for 5 or 6 dates. You pay for 5 or 6 matches to pick one to go on down life with. No one pays thousands of dollars to a matchmaker for dates. So the question is, for all the guys who say they're high value or plan to be high value, for all the guys who say they're high value, are you ready to, if you're high value, that means you got the money. You've got the gravitas, the network. You've been vetted by other guys. You have a plan, purpose, and a vision. You live life LinkedIn public because your title or your company is already out there. People already know. Are you ready for the high value women that you say you want? Are you ready to marry her? Make her your wife? If not, what's the problem? Guys, today's your show. Let's call in and let's see. Because here's the thing. If you're not, or if you claim, here's the thing. If you say you're high value, all right. I'm going to ask some questions. But if you're in your mid 30s or 40s, Well, here we go. I just want to have this question. Jeff Bezos is beta. Okay, let me let you go. Bye, Raymond. I don't know who you are, but let me go ahead and help you on up in my chat room. Bye-bye. Anybody who comes in here called a billionaire beta, I don't care what the French toast Rollo Tomasi said. And Rollo, if you hear it, I'll tell it to your face. I don't care what you say. Call a billionaire beta, get the French toast out of here. And your little minions with you. Calling a billionaire a beta. Woo, boy. Boy. See, that's what I'm telling you. Some of you guys need to get off of social media and get into the real world. You're calling billionaires? Ooh. Wow. I mean, no, and you know, and I guarantee you, that dude is not making $250,000 a year. Wow, this stuff is crazy. All right, we're going to open the call line because I want to hear from the guys. Are you ready? Are you ready to walk her down the aisle again? The criteria is this. She is what you say a woman needs to be. She's your type. She's your unicorn. Are you ready to wife her today? 6 months or less. If not, we got to talk. I am curious about this one.
Money work. El mundo quiere dinero.
I ain't marrying
Money
them
work.
tricks. I ain't dealing with them tricks.
Se arregla con
They're
dinero.
all the same.
Money work. Si me quiero educar. Dormir en
I
algún
love when the
lugar.
women get called out.
Un lugar para trabajar. Y si no hay para emigrar. Todo money, todo el dinero. Solo un par de gente se lleva el botín entero. Funny, pasa verdadero. Si tienen lo verde siempre llegará primero. Pero llegaremos antes o después. Solo a lo suyo, que Dios te la
You
ve.
will have to
Por
be
más que
on the
tarde
camera.
lo veré caer. Somos
You know you
malos
don't have to
buenos
get
y
on
tenemos
YouTube.
el dinero.
I
Ya
gotta
lo
see who
veré.
you are.
No vendo mi alma,
No
lo
troll
lograré.
zone.
Seré el más grande, no olvidaré.
Call in via
De
Zoom.
dónde vengo ni cómo fue. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción. Yeah. No me vale mucho como tú me ves. Sabes, tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés. Ser un buen humano para mí es un deber. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo fue. Money work. Yeah. El mundo quiere dinero. Yeah. Money
Raise
work.
them flags.
Se arregla con dinero.
Tierra.
Money work. De corazón. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Yeah, de corazón. Yeah. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Yeah. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Lunático.
All right, here's how this is going to go. In order to get on, you're going to have to Get on the YouTube. You have the camera on, microphone on, Bluetooth, no good. Speakerphone, no good. Let's talk about it. Let me see. Oh, look at all the high value men calling in that are ready. They're going to tell. So let's go. Let's get it. Are you serious? This is gonna be interesting. Oh, okay. You got a? Is that a bathrobe? Do. Oh my gosh. Let's get it. Unmute yourself. Hello.
Hello. You hear me?
Yes, I can. How are you?
I can't complain. To yourself?
Good. First name.
Daniel.
Daniel. How old are you?
I'm 24 right now.
Why are you on this phone call?
Oh no, you said that if somebody reaches a high value, which I am working on.
No. I defined high value.
I'm not high value yet, though.
Okay.
Not yet.
All right. So don't overtalk me.
I'm listening.
All right. 24 years old.
Yes, sir.
Why? You don't have to call me sir. But I'm curious as to know what you have to contribute to this conversation. You're 24. Did you go to college?
A little bit, sir, but it wasn't for me.
What do you do for a living?
Right now, I'm working 2 jobs, security at Amazon while operating 2 businesses.
What'd you say? Security Amazon? What?
And Amazon.
All right. And what state?
New Jersey, sir.
All right. So how much would you need to earn annually to be high value in New Jersey?
You need at least earn over 6 figures, like 120,000.
Depending upon what New Jersey, depending on where you live in New Jersey, more than that.
The tri-state area.
Yeah. Okay. They can't hear you. They can't hear you. No, yeah. Hold on. We just got started. His name is Daniel. He's 24 years old. Lives in New Jersey. So what do you have on this topic? Because I'm always curious as to why people call in, even when they don't fit the subject matter.
I called in to say I was on the wave. I was on heavy red pill stuff, which I see the point of view, but I started seeing the grander scheme of things. And in the future, since I'm trying to work to be a high value male, I realize I do need a spouse in my life in the future to achieve that. So I do agree where you're coming from. I used to be on marriage as a no, girls are all the same. But I started opening my eyes and
well, I mean, what drew you to red pill content?
It was just more of me just learning about relationships and whatnot.
Have you ever had a girlfriend?
Oh, yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to let you fall back, man. You're a little too young for this conversation. And
I got you. Thank you for listening.
Yeah. I mean, appreciate it, but I'm going to go ahead and let you fall back. All right. So who is this? Your name is Mac? All right. Here we go. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Mac.
What's going on, Mr. Samuels?
How are you? How old are you?
34.
34. I thought you had a bathrobe on or something first, man. You came in with your chest all exposed. And...
No, I'm getting ready. I'm getting dressed right now so I can head out. What's going on? Talk to me. Let's talk.
I know that's not how this works. You called into the show. What do you have to say about the topic?
Well, I'm a high value male. I mean, well, what questions do you want to ask me?
Well, first off, how much do you make a year?
Okay, I make over $10,000 a month. I'm a full-time barber. I have a barber shop.
Full-time much what? Barber?
Say that again.
Full-time. Okay, you're a full-time barber.
Correct.
How long have you been a barber?
15 years.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you want to ask me any questions, go right ahead, my brother.
No, I don't really have any questions. I'm pretty much I made the topic. I called in to let you guys speak. So I don't know what you guys
Okay,
are doing, man. I mean, did you watch the show or did you just call in to just chit chat?
no, I watched the show, but I just want to ask any questions that you
Oh,
wanted
I
to
don't need
ask
you. I
me.
don't need you. I don't. Oh, thank you, but I mean, I'm already in the club, man. I don't. I
Uh-huh.
already. I don't. I mean, I'm 51. I don't need you to clear this up for me. I'm just calling to see if you agreed on the topic, if you disagreed on the topic, if you want to have anything on, if you're in the group, what you had to say. But all right.
No, I actually I agree on the topic. Don't get me wrong, I agree on the topic. That's why I called in. But I thought that you wanted to ask any
No, no.
questions
I think.
for any opinions or
No, no. I
anything.
appreciate it though, my friend. I got other
All
folks
right,
in.
cool.
Thanks.
Holla, be easy, be
Later.
safe.
All right. Have a good night. Um. Wow. See, I'm gonna say it right this, guys. This is part of the this is part of the issue that some folks have. All you guys in the chat room say this high value stuff. Then when it's time to show and prove, it's starting to get kind of sketchy out here. If you're not high value, that's cool. If you're Greg or Aaron, be Greg or Aaron. But y'all sit back and clap on women when they're talking about their 8s and 9s and their 4s and 5s. But this is the same thing. Got 3 more folks in the club. Tyson, you need to take yourself off of All right. J. What is this? JGS. The guy with the glasses on. Sunglasses guy. Got sunglasses on in the house. Unmute yourself, Chief. All right, you got glasses on in the house. I see somebody says iPhone. Um, yeah. What's your first name? Cool Breeze. What's your first name? That's you. JGS.
I'm here.
What's your first name?
I'm here. Can you hear me now?
I can.
Jared.
All right. So, what do you have on the topic?
Oh, okay. So I am a high value man.
How old are
I've been
you?
making over. I'm 35.
35. Cool. What do you do
Yes,
for a
sir.
living?
I am a IT architect.
Okay.
This year I started my own consulting firm.
Oh, congratulations, bro.
Appreciate that, man.
So what do you have on?
Yeah.
So what do you have on this subject? You heard what I had to say about high value men. Are you ready for? Are you ready? If you ran across that high value woman, are you ready to make her your wife?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I agree with everything you said. I tend to be a little bit more straightforward with women when I speak with them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm cool with I can do the promiscuous thing and play that game
The
where
what thing? I'm sorry, I didn't catch you.
I call it the promiscuous thing, where you got to play the game if you want to sleep with a woman, but it's like, you
No,
want more than that.
what I'm asking is, if you're 35,
Yes, sir.
have you watched the show from the beginning?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So
I have.
if you're a high value man, you're already out here, you've done all that. It's time to move on to the next step. Are you ready to move on to the next step? Meaning
Absolutely.
wife, kids, building legacy.
Yeah, absolutely. Building a strong foundation. I think family is important.
Okay. So, you have any children?
I have one child.
All right. Have you ever been married?
No, sir.
So, what state are you in?
I am in Missouri.
So, what's the holdup on finding Mrs. Jeremy?
Man, it's just a overflow of thoughtism going on. I hate to say it, but
Really, I don't have those problems.
I think I meet a lot of women. I date women, but I think it's
Did you hear what I
harder.
said?
Yeah, I heard what you said.
I don't have those
I think it's hard
problems.
to. Well, you don't have no problems with finding.
No, I don't
it
find. I
could
don't
be the
find
wrong person.
thoughts.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with thoughts.
You said you don't have a problem finding them, or you don't have a problem with them?
I don't have a problem with them because I don't find them.
I understand. So it could be just the pool I'm picking from.
Yeah. Where you going to find a high value lady?
I guess I'm still going to the same spots, the
Oh,
clubs
so let me
or
get
bars
this
or what
right.
have you.
Let me get this right. If you want to catch red snapper, you still going to the lake where the catfish are.
You right.
Huh.
So here
How many
recently,
high value? But I gotta ask you seriously, how many high value men up in the clubs that you used to go to? Because I'm gonna tell you, the clubs I used to go to ain't frequented by high value men.
I agree with you on that. I don't see many heavy
So why
value
are you
men in
going?
those places. Maybe it's just a force of habit. Those are the places I'm comfortable with. And here recently, not in my defense, but here recently, I have been opening up and going to more higher class places. But it is a different crowd. But I fit in
Do
there.
you hang out with? So being high value, it's more than just income. Do you hang out with other high value men?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yeah. But that is not my complete friend circle.
Well, those are two. Okay. High value men have a friend circle of high value men. You don't snub the hood or the people you came from, but those aren't the people you hang out with. Those aren't the people you do business with. See what it sounds like to me, man. Sounds like you make more money, but you still kind of in that hood mentality. Because you still going to the hood clubs.
True.
So it's not high value, fam. You just make more money.
Okay.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Let me
I
switch
see,
it
I
up. Let
don't
me
feel
switch it up. Let me take you away from it. So let's say you're a white guy, and you're making the same kind of money you're making, but the white guy is still going to the local honky tonk, the pool hall. I mean, right?
You're right.
So it's not
Yeah, I
that you.
get your
So
point.
the problem is not his thoughts. The problem is you have not really gone in. You got the money, but you don't have the other piece, and that's what this program was for tonight, to show that if you are there, either you're not there, or if you're there, you should have no problem finding the kind of women if you're doing other things. So my suggestion would be, real talk, man. Love your people, but you need to your social class needs to improve with your tax bracket.
I agree. It's hard to talk to people about the success.
Well, no, it's hard to talk to the same people. You
Right.
ain't gone nowhere.
Hmm.
So really, in effect, you don't need the money because you're still doing the same stuff.
Point taken.
That's why I would say, man, move around, man. We can't putting this on the women. All right, man. Appreciate you calling in, though. Enjoy,
I
fam.
appreciate you, man. Have a good one.
Hey, I mean, bro was honest about it, and see, that's a lot of us, a lot of black men. Success survivor's guilt. But see, tonight I wanted to talk about it. If you got the income, but you shouldn't be running into thoughts. I don't run into any thoughts at Ruth Chris or American Cut or La Colonia. You don't run into thoughts in those kind of places. Who's this dude with the mask on? iPhone. I don't know who you are. You're gonna have to take the mask off so I can see your face, or you're not gonna get on my show. Michael Johnson. Yeah, dude, you're gonna have to take the mask off or you don't get on my show. Okay. Yeah, bye, troll. You do better trying to troll somebody else. Go ahead, Michael Johnson.
Yeah, hello, I'm here.
So
Yeah, what I'm saying is that I'm a recent engineering graduate, but I have the mindset said I have to actually build certain
how old are you?
accomplish. I'm 25.
Okay, you're too young for the conversation too.
I'm too young?
Yeah. I mean, did you watch this from the beginning?
I catch about midway.
Okay, well, high value men have to make over 6 figures for at least 5 years. And I said there's no way you can really be high value in your 20s.
Yes. No way? What about earning that 6-figure income in your 20s?
All right, man. I'm not going to keep doing this. Y'all want to debate this shit, and it's not up for debate. See? You see, this is, and now, like it or not, some of you guys are kind of getting exposed. You want it too soon. See, you want it too soon. You're not ready for it. I made 6 figures 1 year. Ooh, let me go buy a $5 million, buy a $600,000 home. Wait a minute. We're gonna need some reproducible results. You're gonna need to see your income over some time. Well, I feel like I can do it. That's not how this works, man. Aaron James, you're gonna have to get on the camera. Johnny Blaze, we'll go with you next. How are you?
Hey, what's going on, Kevin? How you doing, man?
I am well.
Okay.
All right. What do you got for me on the topic?
All right, high value man. I'm in my late 40s, 47.
There we go.
I'm retired military, and I also teach college.
Good stuff. What branch of the military?
I was in the Air Force.
Oh, thank you for your service. All right, man.
Okay.
Air Force is where I would have wanted to go if I'd have went.
All right.
So, what do you have on the topic? The question was, are you ready to make a high value woman your wife if you were to find her?
Yeah, I've already found a lady already. We've been dating for about a year now, so
okay.
We're already kind of like making moves toward that direction. But what I did want to talk on the topic was that the high value man. I think there's one part I really haven't heard is I think most men need to get debt free. That's one of my core things.
Well, no, let me stop you. What? You can't always be debt free.
Not always, but it should be a goal.
Not really. Grant Cardone and a lot of other people will tell you need debt. People who have far more
business level.
Hold on. But again, debt, you don't have debt free millionaires and billionaires. That's a middle class mindset.
Okay.
Is that true or false? Do you have debt-free millionaires and billionaires?
Probably not. No, because once again, I'm looking at personal versus business credit.
Again, but that's the difference. To be high value, you go through that. See, just like the previous caller, he had the money, but he didn't have the mindset. Because something I was going to ask you is, you sound like you have the income.
Yep.
But you said you've been with this lady for over a year, right?
Yep.
At 47 years old, you've lived enough life to know what you want. Why are you taking so long?
Right now, I was married before. I'm actually a widow. I'm a single parent.
Okay. How long?
So I have
sorry for your loss. How long ago did you lose your wife?
Happened about 7 years ago.
I'm not trying to be press on that, fam. But the point still remains. You're 47. You lost your wife 7 years ago. You're not a little boy. It doesn't take that long if you know what you want.
Okay, I hear you. Mm-hmm. Now, like I said, me and the young, we've discussed this already, but there are other circumstances.
What is there to discuss? You're the high value man.
Okay. Right now, it's not advantageous for either one of us to get married right now. I'll leave it at
that. Is she younger than you?
Nope, same age.
Okay. Well, I'll leave it there, man. It is what it is. I mean, it's not really common that a lot of guys are meeting someone that's saying, here's the thing. What's going to change in 2 years?
You know, right now with COVID going on, who knows?
Man, who gives
You
a
know,
shit about COVID, man? Come on, man. We're almost 50 years old. Come on, man. You're almost 50.
Right.
Just say, all right, man. Look, dude, that's why when the first thing you said about this debt free, I'm like, that's not how these guys think. They don't worry about
That's
debt.
not how they think. Okay.
That's not, because they're truly high value. Do you hang around other men who are high value yourself?
Yes, I do.
All right. Are they married?
Most of them are married.
And you're
Not all, but
you're the
most of them.
lone holdout.
No, not quite.
You're the holdout betting a 50-year-old woman. This makes no sense, man.
No, she's a pretty remarkable woman.
I said,
I'll say that.
well, then what the fuck? What are you waiting on?
Hey, like I said,
Man,
there are other reasons we're not married right now. That I'd
you
rather
brought
not
it
go on
up,
air.
man. Can you not get married?
Not at the moment, no.
She's already married then.
No, she's not married.
Is there a legal reason she can't be married?
Let's just say there's a financial component for both of us if we got married.
All right, man.
Okay.
Take it easy, bro.
All right. Have a good night.
Uh-huh. Ooh, let's see. We go to the next. First thing, I meant what I said about this whole getting debt free. I would say something on the military piece, but it would split the audience, and it would be misunderstood. But you see what I mean? High value is more than just money. There's a mindset that comes along with it. An aggressive acquisition build. You don't worry about debt if you can bring on more. If you don't worry about debt, if you can bring on more income. Debt is a constant. Ooh, I'm about to go in there on that. All right, Zach, Mr. Peoples. Go ahead and unmute you. Aaron James, if you don't get on the camera, I'm not going to put you on. So I'm going to go ahead and move you out in 5 seconds, Aaron. Go ahead, Mr. Peoples.
Hey, Kevin.
How are you?
Doing well. I'm in my mid-30s.
Uh-oh. What happened? I removed the wrong person. Sorry, that removed the wrong person. Mr. Peoples, come back. Aaron, why do you have something over your camera? It's like a Post-it note or something over your camera. Yeah, you ain't gonna get on my camera until you can get that cleared up. So what I'm starting to see is, ask yourself if high value men are supposed to be ready to take on. You're looking for that feminine, beautiful, inspirational wife. That you're looking for these traditional women with the low body counts and all this other kind of stuff, so you can sit her down and make your babies so you can give her a job. Where are you dudes at? I mean, y'all in here every other night in the chat room just going ham. I think some of you guys might need to reclassify yourself, which is fine. Because I've not yet heard a mindset that runs in line with the mindsets of the men, the kind of guys that are in this category that I know. And I've known these men for 2 decades plus. When I was in my early 20s, the executives of my companies that I work with were high value men. They moved differently than I did. And I could tell the gap between where I was as a high earning salesperson and they were. It was huge. I was a 6-figure plus earner at 27 years old. #1 sales rep in the country. But it was a massive difference between me and the CEO, the VP of marketing, the regional director. I knew I was inferior to those guys in rank. See, a lot of you guys wouldn't be willing to say that. The money did not do enough to line me up with where these guys were. Yeah, bro, you're gonna have to bounce if you can't get that straight, Aaron. Aram. And to anybody who's hoping to troll, the only way you're gonna act effectively troll is you're gonna have to get on camera and show yourself in full. And if you're not willing to do that, Michael, you're not old enough for this conversation. I'm not gonna argue with you. Thank you. Hey, Mr. RJ, let's go ahead and pick you up. Mr. RJ, where you been, man?
Oh man, just staying on my purpose, brother.
What's going on, man? What you got for me?
Hey, this is a wonderful topic. Thanks for having it. Thanks for the series of programs you've been delivering lately. You and I have spoken. We've actually had this similar conversation before. My answer still remains. Mm-hmm. I'm 34 now. Income is climbing every year.
Well, I know you, so you can go ahead.
All right. Let's see. We'll just so for those who may not be aware, I'm nobody too special, but I'm a Southern guy. I own a multi-channel financial services firm here locally. I've been in business since November of 2008, and I've consistently earned over six figures. I'm going to say since 2014.
But you've been consistently known as a man who's, if you found that right sister, you'd be ready.
Oh, absolutely, and it still remains.
Yeah,
I'd like to follow back up with you on this by the end of the year, because I am currently seeing someone, and things are going great. Things are going well.
Good.
Intellect, attractiveness, the submissive pieces there.
Yeah, let's follow up, man. Let's follow up, man. I like to catch up.
For sure. For sure, let's do that, brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you for calling in. That's one
anytime,
brother.
Anytime. Thanks for having me, brother.
All right. See, that's one brother.
Take care.
See, I give RJ credit, man. Mr. RJ has been ahead of this curve for as long as I've known him. When he first started saying this stuff, he would catch a lot of heat, but he's been pretty much steady on that square. And see, that's the difference. That high value mindset. He ain't worried about the money. He's gonna always have it. And high value men don't move in fear or scarcity. They are ready to move. See, that's the whole part of being confident, intelligent, and assertive. See, what you're noticing is that assertive part is tripping up a lot of would-be great men. Many guys can be intelligent. I think a lot of men who come over here are intelligent. And then when it comes to confidence, they tend to be confident in their intelligence. But when it comes to assertive, this is where it tends to get shaky for a lot of guys, and they lack confidence, their ability to assert, which if you cannot assert, you cannot be aggressive. If you cannot assert, you can't be aggressive. Therefore, you cannot take risks. You're risk averse. That means you will always bet small, go small, because you want to lose small, but you'll also win small. You ever play poker? You'll walk out, I won $15, while the next guy over won 10 grand. And you're like, well, instead of looking at it as he won 10 grand, he's like, I saved myself from losing $9,985. Okay. Let me get on to Alonzo. And then next we're going to get to Mr. Holtz. Alonzo declared that he must reach to heaven forever. That's Al Jarreau. You don't know nothing about that. What's going on, man?
That's ironic.
Huh?
That's I got named by that song.
I love that song, man. It just makes me feel good to listen to it. So, how old are you?
I'm 36 years old.
All right. What you got on the topic of this high value man? Are you ready to make a high value woman your wife?
I'm already married.
Okay.
I am not yet 100% a high value man because the income is not there.
But then why are you on my phone?
Because I'm going to assert and tell you that I have that mindset.
No, No, it doesn't work that way. You can have high value homeless. No, cannot have that. Guys, look. And I'm not trying to be rude to the caller, but I can't allow you to do that. I can't allow you to do it. Mr. Holtz, you're next. How are you today, sir?
Hey, how's it going, Kevin?
I'm well. How old are
I've
you?
been watching. I'm 37 years old. I may not necessarily look like it, but yes.
Okay.
37. And I'm looking at the description of your YouTube. It says, "Are you prepared?" I would say personally, I'm not.
Okay.
I've
Here's a
dated
question.
lots of.
Are you?
Yes, sir.
Have you made over 6 figures for more than 5 years in a row?
Not over 5. I did it 3 out of 5. So, and out of those 3, I did 123.
Okay, but so here's a question.
I did one.
Here's a question. So if you're 37,
yes.
How old are you? 37? 33? How old
yes,
are you?
sir.
How old are you? 30 what?
37.
So
37.
What's the hesitation on saying yes about the woman?
Well, so here's just a small background. So I was married at 27, and 10 years ago, after we got divorced, and she filed for it. I didn't want it. She had been clinically diagnosed as bipolar.
Okay.
Right. So that's after the fact. So I am, in fact, and I watch your.
How long you been divorced?
Channel quite a bit. 10 years.
So what that got to do with dating right now?
10. Well, no, I have been dating. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
But the commitment part is where I've been having a challenge. So
okay.
Therefore,
all right.
yes.
But if you want to hold on. If you want to tell, you brought your wife up to explain the fear of commitment.
No, just the fact that I had been married before, and so it's not that I never said yes.
But it doesn't matter in this context. See, I hear a man who says he's 37.
Okay.
And I hear a man who says he's made over a certain amount of money, but I still don't hear a man who's willing to take charge and go into the next frame of life. All right, what you're telling me about is the marriage that failed, like happens, but what does that have to do with right now? And the quality of women you're interacting with now?
Yeah, nothing.
So if you ran across a truly high value woman now, you mean you'd pass on her?
It's not that I wouldn't pass. I would absolutely, because I've run into them.
Okay.
And they show interest. So there's never any issue with that. I guess maybe I'm the type that I hear the numbers.
Whoa. No. We don't slide past that. You've met women that you would classify as high value. You run into women that we classify as high value women, wifeable. And you pass on them?
No, I would not pass on them.
But
I don't know
said,
if
okay,
see,
sir, no. I listened very carefully. I said, if you ran into a high value woman right now, you'd pass on her. For a wife, you said no. And then you followed up and said, it's not that I have problems.
Correct. I would not pass on them.
And then you said, you run into high value women right now who are good women, but you don't. What's the fear, man? Because don't give me this bullshit about running numbers and all that other kind of stuff, because you ain't got more money than you ain't got millions. So don't give me that bullshit.
That's correct.
So just give me the straight dope, man. Don't give me the bullshit.
That's correct.
Where's the fear coming from?
Okay. Well, the real deal is the fear is the fear of failure again.
Then you need therapy. It ain't the women.
And I'm in therapy that I pay for right now.
Good.
So yes, I do go through that.
Good, because.
But
let me stop you right here, though, fam.
Yes, go ahead.
But then, if you know you got this, then why are you messing with these women who are high value, wifeable? Why are you even dealing with them? Those are wives.
Well, to be honest, yes.
Why are you dealing with them?
And to be honest, To be honest, is after listening to your show, I've had a lot of things in my life backwards. You know, the career part was cool. The dating part has always been cool. It's never been really an issue, but it's just never been in alignment. And after listening to your show, I'm like,
okay, so
I've had
hold on. So you're out here dating. So these women the women you're talking about that you met that were high value, that you've dealt with in the past, right? Did these women want to get married?
Yes. Most of them.
Did you know that going into it?
Yes.
And did you date them anyway?
Yes.
Did you have sex with them?
Some.
That's disgusting. Absolutely French toast disgusting. What are you gonna say to that, gentleman? There's no way you can stand in the gap and say you want women to be something better when you can say you identify something as better and you played with it. You want ladies to call this stuff out too, guys. Wow. Stay in therapy, man. Leave women alone. Oh, we're at 11:30. We're getting late. Look, man. I gotta go ahead and say this. I don't expect everybody to be high value, and that's just not realistic. But I've said this on my channel before, and I mean this. Men don't play with women with marriage, with love, and with children. If you call yourself a man and you know you are not marriage-minded, leave marriage-minded women alone. Leave virgins alone. Because you'll be the same men who'd be upset if women came and clowned good men. I don't know what's going on over here, but trolls won't get in. Look here, man. That's why I came up with this whole Aaron is an above average guy. Greg is an above average guy. He's above regular. Aaron is right below high value. You know, in that 75 to 85, well, that 75 to 80 range. 77 to 85 range. And then Greg, well, actually 75 to 85 range. And then Greg is in that 60 to 70 range, where I think the majority of you guys really are. $60,000 to $85,000 a year is where the bulk of you guys are, where I think you are, where most of the women arguably believe you are. From 85 to 100 is like that. And there's nothing wrong with being right here. But just like you want a woman who's a 4, 5, or a 6, an average woman to have average wants, you should be dealing with women on your level too. Well, I shouldn't say that. It would make sense. Do what you want. But I'm very firm on this whole leave marrying people alone. Singles should deal with singles. And marriage-minded people should deal with marriage-minded people. I felt like this broadcast was going to get some guys upset. Especially when you start talking this high value stuff. I'm quite sure they're going to be kind of response videos. And here's the thing. I didn't make the definition of high value. And for everybody who wants to come around and say, well, high value doesn't have to do anything with money. It's more about character. That's bull crap. It starts with money. That's why it's hard to get. It starts at 6 figures plus. That's why it's hard to get. You can't be high value homeless. It's supposed to have a high barrier because it's supposed to be a small group. Maybe going forward, we can have a little bit more of a balanced conversation because I see a lot of high value capping and capping in the chat room. High value men this, high value men that. In the comment section, 11 million page essay about high value men this. All right then, where's the high value? Oh, well, beatboxer starts. Then don't put high value in it. Your comment is not going to be any less relevant if you stop identifying yourself as high value when you're not. Again, you guys tend to have issue when women rate themselves as a 9 when they're a 4. Velvet 23 says, this is something I don't understand I lost the comment. This is something I don't understand with, she used the word losers. They don't want marriage, but then they want to play with marriage-minded females. Hang out with your own thoughts. I understand the sentiment. I wouldn't call them losers. I think that there are a lot of confused people on both sides. This week we deal with women from 18 to 25. Young Women's Show is going to be this week, and then we're going to deal with the hot button show, the 27 to 35, the Danger Zone show, because something else that's going on in this danger zone is in the danger zone. Danger zone! The danger zone is also the largest group of first-time mothers. Like in the 80s, we had an explosion of teen mothers, baby mamas. Well, the largest group becoming baby mamas are in the danger zone. And I've said it before, having a child knocks you out of having high value opportunity. For every one situation you can find that works, there are thousands or there are hundreds that it didn't. So 18 to 25 women, 27 to 35 women, what can be done? What should you do? So the women who were younger say, well, what do I need to do to start getting ready for a high value man? Well, here's the first thing. Why do you need a high value man? But in that show. And then a lot of the women in 27 to 35, the reason why so many of you want high value men is because you earn more and you got degrees and things like that. Maybe you've outpaced. We got to have the conversation because if that's what everything, if you tend to want that kind of stuff, at the end of the day, there's a lot of pressure to be high value anything. I don't know if a lot of people really want the pressure that comes with the things they say they want. But anywho, she's not having kids till you're married. That's a smart thing. That's a smart thing. Don't have kids until you're married. That is a smart thing. Again, we're going to try to keep the shows shorter, under 2 hours, so they can be easier to watch. This week, I'm going to start trying to do the show 15 minutes early. If you still like the music, I'm going to start trying to do this show maybe like 10 minutes till 10 o'clock, because I would like the show to start right at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard. You know, the monologue go to 10:30, and then we have an entire hour for conversation, interview, whatever, and then wrap up. You know, I think it'll be easier. Yes, I've heard the request for putting this into serialized content for podcasts. I've sent some of this stuff off to be sorted that way, to where they can take snippets from this show and that show. Let me answer a few questions. That's another thing that I need to start trying to get better at. Let me see if I can go through the comment section. Super chats. Kyle Johnson, Isaiah Arthur, his squad in the building. Okay, what's going on? Flight Power, Good Men. Okay, I don't know what that. Okay, all right. Starting working. Let's get it. Nice man to pop it. Yeah, all right. ATL, Steel Sharp and Steel. Let me read these names. Isaiah Arthur, Flight Power, Good Men, Herb Sparkling Water, Somebody Go Lightly, Kyle Johnson, George Gibson, Chris Smith, Mr. Go Lightly again, Praise Be, what's going on? Longer Tracks, what's up? Tiffany, what's going on? Speaking of which, I need to read something else. AKA West, women only care about the money, high vibe. That. Let me talk about that. There's a lot of thought out there that say the women only care about the high value lifestyle, not the men. There's some truth to that. But you know what? There's also some mismarketing. High value men with the money need to do a better job at marketing what else there is. Just like women need to do a better job at marketing what they have to offer other than what they're sitting on. It's always two. I need to see something. Okay, there are just too many to read through. So let me read a comment. To all the haters and the naysayers, I need you guys to understand something. Every morning I wake up to things like this. Good morning, Kevin. I had to reach out to you. Somebody recently suggested that I watch your YouTube videos. Initially, I was in shock and taken back by some of the things that you were saying. I initially disagreed. However, I took some time to process through your words, and I spoke to men. To my surprise, they agreed with you. I did some introspection, and I realized that I had looked through the feminine disposition instead of the masculine disposition. I have a PhD. She said she's not sure where she ranks on the scale, but she's a hell of a woman. She said, I hired a professional like you suggested in 1 week. I kid you not, 1 week. I had 2 very high-value men who have pursued me. I'm learning to be more feminine. I'm already fit. Just wanted to say thank you. Your method may be an anomaly to the norm, but it's tough love. I'll keep you posted on my journey. This has been enlightening. This has been an enlightening moment for me, and thank you. And this woman also runs a really large women's Facebook group. And she and I have been going back and forth, and I think I'm going to go speak to, in 2021, her women's empowerment thing. Same message, same Godfather, but here's the thing, guys. More people are starting to have this conversation. The conversation is out there. I'm looking for more of you guys who are really doing what you say you're going to do to also come onto the platform. I don't want to be, it's my channel, but I would love to be able to, tonight I would have loved to have had 5 high value men call in and us just talk about it. But you got to build that. This is not about me. This is about what you guys want. This is your platform. Of course, it's my channel. I get messages like this all the time from women. 2 or 3 a day now. So when I get a few people who dislike me or hating on me, one thing that's pretty unanimous. 1, they don't watch the content. You're almost guaranteed that the people who despise you the most don't watch your content. Or if they do watch it, they're watching it to be triggered. They're not going in it with good faith. I would say if anybody who's ever sat down and watched my content and tried to be good faith have come back and said, I gotta admit, that's a little bit of fire. Yeah. A lot of good stuff going on. Guys, stop trying to kill yourself to be high value just because it sounds good. You know, be who you are. Be the best version of you. If you're a blue collar guy, embrace blue collar. Can you imagine me being a blue collar guy? I'll the Godfather gets down. But can you really imagine me working on the highway somewhere, a lumberjack or something? That's just not my style. So I went with what fit me. Guys, you gotta be you. You gotta be you and what fits you. Last thing, and I gotta run. We all attract what we are. If you're attracting the wrong kind of women, gentlemen, you gotta look at the man in the mirror. Like I said to one of the callers, I live in Atlanta. I don't have a problem with thoughts. There's a lot of outlet down here. I don't really have that problem, that issue. You know, I know there are going to be fringes on either side. You know, the Keiths and the Marcuses are going to be a small group, but the Gregs and the Aarons, those are some cool brothers, man. We need the Keith, the Gregs and the Aarons, just like the Angies and the Tinas. Those are the largest group of people, you know. Hillary and Gidget, you know, smaller groups of people. You don't know who they are. Get with them later. All right, I got to get up out of here. Thank you, guys. Shout out to Judge Dre. Kevin must be a fire sign. Surprisingly, no, I'm a Pisces. I'm a strange Pisces. I'm one of those, what is it? I'm an empath, but there's something different with my Pisces. There's some fire in there. Maybe I'm like Cajun fish or something. I don't know shit. I can't remember. Shout out to Judge Dre. Black Becky, what's going on? Y'all be nice to each other. One love. Tomorrow night, it's either going to be the young ladies, 18 to 25, or 27 to 35. I'm a day off. I had to take off yesterday. And we got to have another show about the single mothers. I know, but because I get so many emails from women who are like, wait a minute, I got a kid and I'm a great woman. And I would be lying if I didn't. I don't want to get, Jesus Christ. I need some help with that one though, because I need some help with that one. Thank you guys for joining. Do I play golf? Yes, I play golf. Not as much as I used to. I'm too busy. Let's get up out of here, people. Show's running long. Let me close my mouth. Thank you guys for tuning in. Till the next time, peace. We are gone. I'm looking for models in the Atlanta area. Looking for models in the Atlanta area.
In the small
legit work.
Yes. I cannot say what's wrong or right.
No craziness with your godfather.
It's not hard to fool me. No. 'Cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yes. Yeah.
Join me on Patreon. Support the program, support the broadcast, support the movement. You guys make this all happen. Thank you to all the patrons. You know it's been crazy over here. Join me on IG for videos you will only see there in the frat room. When they're up, they're up. When they're gone, they're gone. Today, I actually showed my drone for the first time. So dope. More stuff coming. Email your show ideas, things like that, to info@bykevinsamuels.com or go to bykevinsamuels.com to book your one-on-one personal advice, career advice, interpersonal communication, virtual consult, or just your customized album. Guys, understand something. I'm one person. Go in there, book your time. The schedule's up there. I tend to be booked out at least 2 or 3 weeks in advance, so don't wait. If you have something you want to talk about, if you need to get in sooner, do me a favor. I will try to work you in if I can. But again, remember, you come to the doctor's office. Sometimes there's a line. Check my inbox.
Realize, lead the way. I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll buy no matter what. Yeah.
Models don't count. You don't know what the models are for, son.
Before the moment flies, before it flies. So tell you good night, 'cause I'll buy no matter what.
Good night.